I've been on a kick of making my own almond milk, and I use these old jars that I had. I don't know why I have them, but I do. And the problem is one of these lids are rusting and they're not like a mason jar thread, so I don't know how to get a replacement. But I really like the jar, so I thought I would try and make a lid with you today. I really don't know how this is gonna go because I only have a 3D printer to work with. So there is like a type of material that is okay to, it's like food safe, but I don't know if it's the kind of thing you would wanna like have on a milk bottle. So right now I've set it to print on one of my printers. This is our little like printer area. Okay, it's finished printing. So now we'll see if this will thread onto the bottle. You see how it's pretty much the same size? I'm feeling pretty hopeful about it. This is just a prototype to get the thread right, and then I'll start designing something cute. Way too big. I think what I've done is I took the measurement from the widest part and I made that the smallest part here when I need to make it the widest part, and then kind of go in from there. I cracked open Fusion 360 for this one. I usually do all of my modeling in Blender. So like, for example, this is Blender, and that's like the water bottle thing I'm making right now. If you follow me on like the YouTube Shorts or Instagram or TikTok or anything, I've been making this series about a carabiner holder, and then also I want to make it into a strap holder for my water bottle. But for this, I wanted to use like the exact thread amount. And so I had to measure it all. There aren't any like easy ways to make it on Fusion 360. So I had to just do a like coil function and then hope for the best. Attempt 2. This one did not print nearly as well. This is the second prototype of it being a bit bigger. So you can see it's kind of all stringy and it didn't really stick together. I don't know why that would have happened. But nevertheless, we can kind of see if it's generally in the right area and see if I need to make more changes or if I can just try and make it so it prints a bit better. Okay, well there we go. It doesn't even fit over. Alright, too small, so I've got to both make it a little bit bigger and see why it's printing weirdly like that. Finally, we got another prototype. I made it so that it was hollow, so it would take less time and waste less plastic. I honestly didn't really change much, but it printed much, much better, so I think it was just a bit of an anomaly. But now, the truth. Oh man, I swear I'm measuring it. I don't know what, I must have the measurements wrong somehow. Okay, we've got another prototype and I'm going to be testing it in the fridge so that I don't wreck the almond milk. Woo! Okay, I have a really good feeling about this one. It worked! Okay, so I've got the thread finally right and now I can start prototyping an actually fun design. Okay, I've made a design and I think it turned out really well. I hope that it screws on because I printed it overnight and so I've been thinking about it all morning. Yeah! So this one I made with supports, so you can see it, like you can't really see I suppose. I need some pliers. So if you don't do 3D printing, supports are needed if like you've got something that it'll just print in mid-air. So you need to print something from the base so that it doesn't just like fall and everything gets ruined, you know. So these are the supports I did. They're really annoying though, so I've been trying to figure out how to print things with no supports because look at this, it's so annoying. And the finish is never as good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at that. It's nice when it all peels out. Okay, so now we've got like the screw and then we've also got a little udder. Milk bottle. Do you like how you can tell the continuity because the milk keeps going down and down as I make more matches? I made this roof too shallow. Oh my gosh. No. So like, although this fits, this solid bit is like preventing it from even going down far enough because you can see the thread doesn't start for a little bit. Oh, that's so frustrating. It took so long to print. Nevertheless, I have another print that I had on at the same time for a different reason. Oh. Whoop.
printed this one with the holes in it. So hopefully, because I made it a dome because I didn't want to do any supports, hopefully that this one will work. For reference, I use a different filament, and I think this one looks more other-like. But because I'm going to try and see if it'll pour, I don't actually want to have my milk touch this because I didn't print it with like the food safe one. It's just a normal plastic. It is made out of corn, but still we don't want no microplastics in our milk. So I'm going to decant into a normal jar. Maybe we can have like a little bit of milk for aesthetics. There we go. Kind of looks milky, kind of looks gross, but that's all right. Hopefully, because this one's a dome on the inside, we won't have the same problem that we had with this one, where you can see it's got a big blockage. Hopefully the dome, because it goes straight for quite a long time, is fine. Stupider than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Now, what we've all been waiting for, will it pour? Okay, we've got another jar. I just want a cup of milk, right? I've ever made. I love it. I love it. So I think I'm now gonna have to make one with the holes blocked off so I can shake it up in the morning and I'll have to print it in the food safe material, and then I think I've got my new lid, right? Like, I've got no notes. I've got no improvements that needs to happen. I love how domey it is. Please give me feedback. Also, full disclosure, I've seen this kind of thing like around on like a normal milk carton, so definitely not my original idea, but the execution is perfection, I think. We only have really ugly colors of PETG, which is the food safe one. And so I am gonna have to buy some cute ones. Recently, my favorite brand of PLA has been Polymaker because they have really nice colors. So I think I'm gonna get this pink color. I also really like eSun, but they don't seem to have a nice pink. And I don't generally get Sunloo, but they do seem to have a pretty nice pink. So if I don't like the Polymaker one, I'll probably go for the Sunloo. But I'm also thinking once I print it, I'm gonna coat the inside with like a food safe epoxy. I've never done that, so I need to find, I usually use a spray, so I need to figure out if that spray is food safe or not. But I wanted to make sure that the 3D filament is still food safe in case the spray like wears away over time. I don't want it to be like wearing away to something toxic. I don't know, I'm a bit funny about like I'm trying to use glass and stuff, so I think this might be a bit counterintuitive, but it is very delightful, so I don't know. I really want to figure out a way to do this. Maybe I'll have to make a mold and like cast it in silicone or something that we know is really food safe. But yeah, I hate to do this to you, but I think I'm gonna have to do a part 2 when the PETG comes in. So you're gonna have to leave in the comments if you like the color I got, because we still have time for me to get the other color if you think that one will be better. But thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna make a new video every week of me making stuff, so make sure to follow along if you like that kind of thing. And please leave in the comments what you liked about this video and what you didn't like about this video, because YouTube videos are new to me and there's a lot to learn, and I'm not very good at a lot of the things you need to know. So please let me know like what worked and what didn't work so I can make it better for the next video. And if you want to support me, you can always check out Habbie, which is the app that I make. It's a Tamagotchi style habit tracker, so you have your little virtual pets and you can assign them your different habits, and then that's the way you take care of your pets. So you get like little poos if you don't walk enough, and you get gifts to unbox, and it kind of gamifies the whole habit making process, and it's very fun and delightful. It's free to download. I would love it if you checked it out because it really helps me to keep making all this. Bye!